Hello everybody, it's me again. So a lot of you guys enjoyed that Genshin drip tier list video. Yeah, I don't know how old that video is. It's been a decent chunk of time.
It's been 4 months.
I thought, you know what? Let's make a sequel because I went and rewatched that video. Rewatching it, I've realized my opinions have changed a lot, and I do think this list is a bit flawed. So, we're gonna be exploring the drip tier list again. Part 2, the Redux, to correct some of the opinions that have changed over time. We're of course going to be ranking the new characters. You know, there's a bunch of new characters that come out for Genshin. It is a gacha game after all. Yeah! But that's not what we're going to be doing first. What I want to do first is I want to address changes that are going to be happening to the list, mainly people who are going to be going up, going down, and something new that's going to affect the later outcomes when it comes to this list. I do feel like I did mess up in some of my takes in here, and I do think there's a big flaw. And I think the big flaw is how many people are in goated. That's a lot of people in goated. And truth be told,
so we don't have the capacity.
We shouldn't have this many people up here. That's too many people. So what I'm gonna do real quick is add the near goated tier. So the way I thought about it was goated was basically perfect. So in turn, near goated would be like near perfect. I'm pretty clever on that. But yeah, so we're gonna have the near goated tier. Some characters are gonna be going up into that category. Some characters are gonna be going down.
What do you mean by that?
Also, there's a big thing that I really want to do. I want to order this list. So I want the character in the left to be the character I think has my personal favorite design in the game. Down to the right to the character where, yes, they're still in the same tier, but you know, they're the lowest of that tier, if that makes any sense. I'm a huge person of organization when it comes to tier lists, and I did not organize this tier list. We're gonna organize it, of course, but first I want to move characters around, explain why I'm moving them around. Let's start off a bit negative and let's move some people down. And the first person that comes to mind going to be Klee. And honestly, I'm gonna put her in alright. The thing about Klee's design is it's really basic, and the main thing that Klee's supposed to be is cute. It's supposed to be for all those like people who are into that cute shit. I'm not into that cute shit, but you know, she does that, but it's mainly through her personality and not particularly her design. Big thing that annoys me is her ears. I addressed this in the last video, but I hate elf ears, or whatever those ears are called. So the fact that Klee is, I'm pretty sure, the only Genshin character that has this. Other than that, her design's just pretty alright. Like, that's why she's in the alright tier. She's gonna be the first one going down. The next character going down is going to be Xinyan. I'm gonna put her in bro. The thing is, when I made the first list, I haven't seen a lot of Xinyan, and still to this day, I don't see a lot of Xinyan. From what I have seen, I actually don't really like her design too much. It's not bad, but it's not too good. The next character that's going to be going down, and a character that I know people are not going to agree with putting down, is going to be Xiangling.
What the freak is going on here?
I'm gonna put Xiangling down in alright. Xiangling does have a pretty good design. I just think compared to the other characters, hers is particularly bland, if that makes any sense. Like, it doesn't look that unique to me. It's not a bad design. Like, I mean, the characters in alright don't have bad designs. They're just not my favorites. So let's go ahead and put some characters in the near goated. Let's start off with the characters that are gonna go from goated down to near goated. And the first one that comes to mind for me, Fischl. The thing is, I was debating about Fischl in the last video. I debated for a bit on if I wanted to put her in goated or great, because I didn't have near goated at the time, so I couldn't put them in the middle of where I think, because I thought she was better than a lot of the characters in the great, but I didn't think she was as good as some of the characters in goated. Now that I have near goated, I finally have a position for her to put her in. See, this is why near goated got added to the tier list. Next character that's going to be bumped down into near goated is going to be Xiao. The main thing I complimented about him is that I really like his demon form. I love when he puts on the mask.
That's what the mask is!
And it's like all colorful and shit. It looks really cool when he's in that form. But when he's in his normal Adepti form, like his human looking form, it's kind of bland. He doesn't really have anything too outstanding about his design, except when he puts the mask on. When he puts the mask on, he's easily in goated. No doubt in my mind. The next character that's going to be getting bumped down is going to be Lisa. Now, we all know the main reason why everyone loves Lisa, but as a design, I feel like I was wilding out a bit. Her design's still pretty great, don't get me wrong. Love it. It's not in the goated tier, in my opinion. It's still a great design, though. Still pretty great design. The last character that's going to get bumped down from goated, in my opinion, is going to be Keqing. The thing is, I used to really love Keqing's design, but now looking back at it, I just like some of the newer characters more. It's very simply put. I'm pretty sure a lot of people still love Keqing's design. I do too. I do love her design. I just like the other ones in Goated more. I do have one more character in Goated that I do want to put down when it comes to their design, and that'll be Kaya. I've realized that I just like the other designs in Goated more, and Kaya was a character I did debate on putting them into Goated or not Goated. Now that we have the near Goated tier, however, there are some characters who I can actually move up into Goated.
Stop fucking stuttering.
Into near Goated, because I didn't think they were good enough for Goated, but I still think they're better than a lot of the characters in Great. And the first character that comes to mind for this is Ayaka. Looking at Ayaka in game, I've realized she has a very good design. Like, I really do like Ayaka's design. I think the one thing that is kind of holding me back is I really like female characters with long hair. That's just something about me. I feel like if she had longer hair, I'd actually like put her in Goated like easily, no doubt in my mind. Her design's still great. It's definitely way better than some of the people in Gray. The next character who I will put in near Goated is going to be Mona. I actually do really like Mona's design now. Originally, I was not a fan of the hat. Now I actually really like the hat. It probably is my favorite part of her design now. But if you like that beat, could you please go check out my friend's SoundCloud? He's a pretty good guy. Twitch and SoundCloud in the description below. But I'm realizing I really do like her design. And I like it way more than I gave it credit for in the last video, and I kind of regretted it, so I'm here to make a correction. And the last character that's going to be going up into near Goated is going to be Albedo. I want Albedo back so badly. I feel like I'm the only person that wants Albedo back. Please, if you want Albedo back, please support the Albedo cause. I want Albedo. But Albedo's design, I love it. I love Albedo's design. Love his hair. I love his clothing. It's very cool. I kind of have a personal gripe with a lot of the male characters in Genshin because they all have like the same build. I really wish there was like a really bulky like male character, like upper body strength, like muscly. That sounds really sus.
Among Us!
Now we can organize the list.
We do not care.
Now that we finally have the tier list ordered in the way that I think it should be, we can now get to the new characters. And I'm actually pretty excited for the first one because we have my favorite character in the game. Flat out, this is my favorite character in the entire game. I don't know if you've seen the Klee story video. If you haven't, check that out. I don't know if you've ever seen my reaction to getting Eula. I fucking love Eula. Absolutely. Eula is the character made for me. Like, this character makes me so happy. I am so happy that this character was added into the game. Like, seriously. This character is so good. She's so good.
Holy moly.
In my opinion, personally, I'm gonna be putting Eula at the top of Goated, in front of Beto, as my favorite design in the entire game. If you ever seen Eula in game, you definitely know what I'm into when it comes to designs. I love Eula so much. I love Eula's design. It is magnifico. It is magnifico. Next up, have Yanfei. Yanfei, I actually originally didn't really like her design too much. It was a bit weird, but then I grew accustomed to it, and I actually think it's pretty great. I don't think her design's as good to be in near Goated, but I do think it deserves to be in Great. I would put her behind Amber. Next up, we have Kazuha. Kazuha's design, it's a bit interesting. A lot of people, I remember when I first like showed people Kazuha, they thought it was a Aether, like a longer haired Aether at first. It's not a bad design at all. I really like the color scheme of it. Really nice. Very appealing to the eyes. And I love that red drip in his hair. It's a very nice design. I don't think it's in the tier as near Goated, but I do think it's in the great tier. I think I like him more than Amber's, not as much as Lumine's though, so I'm going to put him in between there. I think he has a pretty great design. Not bad at all. Next up, we have Yoimiya, and I actually was very happy to see Yoimiya's design because it's actually way better than I thought. Again, it's another character who I feel I'm not going to put in near Goated again. I do like Yoimiya's design. I really like the wrapping on her body. I'm going to put her in front of Kazuha, actually. Yeah, we're having a lot of great designs. I don't know if I'm being too harsh or something, but next up we have Sayu.
You who art the Foo-Foo Windwheels, Foo-Foo Whirlwind Kick, the Foo-Foo Windwheel State.
Number one thing that makes me love Sayu is I love that her design and like her whole animal aesthetic is supposed to be a tanuki. I love the tanuki aesthetic. Like, I really do. It's a really cool character. She's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. I find her design to be funny. And she's another character who I think I'm going to put into Great, who I might actually think beats Lumine. Really like her Tanuki aesthetic. It's very cool. It's very cool and cute. It's a nice aesthetic. I like. Oh no. Oh no, my simp attitude's coming out. I love the Raiden Shogun. Wholeheartedly. Love the Raiden Shogun. Ever since Eula, she's been my favorite addition to the entire game. Not just from a character standpoint, not from just a gameplay standpoint, but just from a design standpoint. Her design is beautiful. Like, seriously. Such a beautiful designed character. Like, I love it. Especially her hair. Her hair is so fucking beautiful. I keep saying beautiful, but that's what she is. She's beautiful.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
I love her design. To the point where I'm going to put her into Goated, and I'm going to put her in front of Wu Tao. I'll make her top 3. I love Raiden Shogun. Seriously, if you don't like Raiden Shogun, please leave. Leave. Next up, we got Kojo Sara. I first saw her when I pulled her. I pulled her, and I saw her design, and I was like, who's this? Who is Kojo Sara? I really do think Kojo Sara's design is perfect. If I'll be real, I might be acting a bit wild here. I'm going to put her in Goated, and I'm going to put her above Razor. Next up, we got the Fish Lady. What's her name? What's her name? Her name is Kokomi. Kokomi. I really like her aesthetic. The thing that I really like about her is her basic attack, like, moves, but from a character design standpoint, like, just as she looks, I don't think she's near goated. I think it's a great design. I just don't think it's near goated. I'm gonna put Kokomi in great. Yeah, I'll put her right there in front of Child. I like her design more than Child's. Next up, we got Alloy, the crossover character. I'm gonna put her in Bro. I'm gonna put her behind Jean. I like her design more than Venti's though. The last one we have, the last character we're going to discuss today in part 2 of the drip tier list is Toma. The thing is, I love Toma's personality. The one thing that makes me question him though is like the weird like horns on his head. I'm gonna put him in great. He reminds me a lot of Child, and I'm gonna put him right next to Child, but I like his color scheme more. And that will conclude the drip tier list part 2. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, as not only does it show you support this style of content, but you also support the channel directly. And please, if you wouldn't mind, hit the big red subscribe button with the bell notification if you enjoy me and want to see more of me. I would love to see some of you guys in the next video. And yeah, my name is Paul. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.